What is going on, guys? It is Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr Minecraft video. This is the second installment in the series, and today's kind of special because I'm joined by Bobert, who is a designer on the Minecraft World project, and he's going to be taking us through some real-world constructed projects from that project. So this is really exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing what he has in store for me, but do describe to us, Bobert, a little bit about what this is all about.
So hey everyone, I'm Bobert. Yeah, over the past 2 years, us at Build the Earth have been working on recreating the Earth in Minecraft, like block for block, one-to-one scale. 1 meter is 1 block. So we've had tons and tons of progress, thousands of builders. So we have 8 locations here, and they're ready for Zigzag to explore, and I'm really confident that he's going to be able to 5K a lot of these because I think he's just that good.
All right, well, that's high expectations, but I think I'm up to the challenge. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to go to the location, explore around it, come up with where I think it is, and then he's actually created some Geoguessr maps with the exact locations in them where I'll be guessing. So I say let's head straight into the first location. It's location 2, correct?
That's correct.
All right, let's go. So here we go. This is my first reaction. We are in the location here. So taking a look around, this is really interesting. I think immediately my thought is the United States. I would say it kind of reminds me of like Arizona or something, but there's no better time to go and explore than right now. Okay, so I can just follow the road along. Would that be the best thing to do?
Yeah, just follow the road, yeah.
Okay, so a lot of like brick roofs here. The houses are fairly big, fairly nice. There's a lot of like open front yards I see. So it doesn't really feel like a poorer country where they might have like fences around the front yard if it's a bit less safe. I still like my guess, honestly. I feel fairly good about that. So yeah, just definitely a suburban. Got like a truck out the front here. That's cool. Like it's definitely is like all to scale. I really enjoy that. Like it feels like you're walking down a neighborhood or something. Okay, let's continue on a little bit further here. So this is all would have been manually placed.
Yep.
Amazing.
All manually. I mean, with the help of World Edit and some other mods, but
yeah,
for the most part, just block for block. Yep.
Okay. So 5K, I'm not so sure, but I am thinking of something like Phoenix or Tucson or something like that. Something in that kind of area of the United States. So it is a little bit hilly in the background, not super mountainous. I guess I should come up with a guess before I go. So I think I will go for, let's go for Phoenix. No, Tucson. We're gonna go for Tucson.
Let's do it, yeah.
Here we go. Let's see what the Geoguessr location looks like. And okay, immediately feeling great. I should be in the right area of the United States. Yeah, this is definitely US. We're driving right outside of the road. We got a US speed sign. So could it be Tucson is the question. I'm not so sure about that, but I would say this is almost certainly Arizona or New Mexico. So yeah, let's go for Tucson here and see if I'm correct. And it was actually in Phoenix, damn, but I'm pretty happy with that. Alrighty, here we are in location number 2. This time, I would not say I have as much of an immediate thought, so this one will require some exploring, I think. We're in a big park. It's fairly flat landscape, so let's go check it out, shall we? Okay, so we've got like this, wow, could this be France? It's like that, is this maybe Paris, that big famous roundabout there? That's one thing that came to mind. I'm not really sure about that. Definitely doesn't give me like a strong vibe either way, but I think we'll know soon when we look around here. Okay, what do we got here? That's like a big shopping center, I would say. Also, Berlin came to mind. I've been to Berlin. I'm not sure if that's quite right. Oh, wow, look at this. So what is actually going on here that we have like the crossing sign created?
We have the crossing sign, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to use the crossing sign meta. I don't believe so.
No, but I'm just asking like what actual technical process?
Oh, these are heads. Like Minecraft heads.
Yeah, got you. And you can customize them. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So
we definitely have European style signage here. So I was right. Should be like a European capital city here. I still like France because this big like roundabout. I don't think it is the big famous one in Paris, I've decided. But still, I like Berlin or Paris. So I'm going to explore a little bit further here.
And maybe just before you guess, you want to, there was a sign that led to a hint at the spawn. So if you're still not super sure, you definitely want to use that hint.
Got you. Thank you. Okay, we are driving right-hand side of the road, so I can discount London, I'm pretty sure. Indeed, they wouldn't use these crossing signs in London, so that's fine. Okay, ooh, we have like almost like a Romanian-looking flag there, which is interesting. Could this be Romania? Could it still be France? This is interesting. I could see this being Romania. Not sure. Like, Romanian giveaway signs are thick, but I'm not sure if that level of detail would be included here.
No, yeah.
Okay, so let's have a bit of an aerial view. I think that would be really a good idea here. It's a huge thing. Like, this is very recognizable probably to a lot of viewers. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite bring anything to mind. mind. I wasn't thinking Romania before I saw that though. And the shape of this park is also surely very distinctive. Okay, so I made it my way back to the start where I can press on this for a hint. And my guess at this point is going to be Paris. I don't really know if this looks fully like Paris. I guess my second guess, because I saw the flag flying, might be like, I guess, Bucharest. But okay, let's check out this, yeah. Oh, yes. We are definitely in Bucharest, and not only do I know that because of this like Romanian flag here, but I also know that this was like a massive construction done in the Soviet era, or I guess in the communist era of Romania, and it was like the thing that they just completed before the whole regime fell. I just watched a YouTube video about this, so yeah, I know this is Bucharest. I should have gotten it earlier, really, but I guess I'm not really familiar with that city that much, so I'm gonna guess there. So here is the Geoguessr location, and okay, so we're on this park. We've got this. This should be easily 5Kable, I think. That's to our south, assuming the compass is correct. Here we are in Bucharest, and this is the big park we were looking at, I assume. There was actually a road running through it, so I guess it might actually just be the center bit here. Oh, found it. I finally found it. I finally found it. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see here. So we can see this over here. That's where the fountain was, and that's to our south. So we should be to the north of it, just about here. I think that's actually where we are. Yeah. So if we see this, we see the fountains here to our south. I don't think we're on this path. I think we're on this one here, and we're right near the fountain. I think we just go here, and we should have the 5K at 9 meters away. Very nice indeed. That is indeed 5,000 points. So took me a little bit too long to get it, but hey, we did it. We finally did it. So there we go. Okay, here we are in location number 3, and this one is particularly cool. I really like the builds on this. This is quite beautiful. But okay, let's give it a bit of explore, shall we? Immediately, I saw some like almost German looking colors there, but I'm not sure if that would actually be accurate or not. We've got a flag here as well. That is interesting. Some more famous places, and I can't say famous places is necessarily my forte. It definitely reminds me of Europe again. I would say that much. Okay, so I'm wondering about London again here. So I'm going to try and ascertain the side of the road we're driving on here if I can. The traffic lights seem to be set up for left-hand drive. So we can see the traffic lights facing this way, this direction, but this is the back of the traffic lights here. So like presumably people are driving this way. So immediately liking London here. I'm not sure if I recognize the statue though. So I'm wondering where in London this would be, if I am correct about that. Could even be Dublin, I suppose, but the colors on the flag certainly remind me more of the United Kingdom, surely. So I guess I'll take a look around here a little longer. Okay, so geography challenges might be a little bit annoyed at me right now, but I do think this is like somewhere famous in London that we can probably find if we give it a quick look. I want to say so, and this might be like a famous library or something. I'm not quite sure, but everything else I do feel like more or less fits here, so I think that is what I'm going to go for. I'm willing to take the risk here and put my guess down on the map, I reckon. All right, let's head into it. I hope I'm not horribly wrong. Okay, we are driving left. This should be London, surely, unless it's Manchester or something. Oh, we got London cabs. Okay, I like that. And here we have what appears to be, yeah, I would say it's the National Museum or something, right? Surely it is. Okay, we got the London double deckers. This is surely London. Okay, very happy with that. So let's see. I mean, obviously, I should be guessing based on the Minecraft, so I won't search for too long here. But National Theatre, I don't think so. National Gallery. Found it. And
I was just about to give you a hint for that.
No worries. And so we're on the south side of this roundabout, and we are looking towards the street here. Perfect. We are right there exactly. Let's go. 8 meters away. Another 5,000 pointer. Fun location there. I like that one very much. All right, guys, so here we are in location 4. This one's a huge city, and let's take a look over this direction, see if we can work it out this time. We have a yellow center line here, immediately thinking of maybe Canada or the US for that reason. It's even a single line from what I can tell, so maybe Canada, which often uses the single yellow line. But okay, these signs feel very North American as well to me, so let's continue to take a look around here. I'm immediately thinking of one of the bigger cities in North America, Philadelphia, Toronto, something northeast coast, I would say, feels pretty good here. I'm not sure if it's New York. It doesn't necessarily give me New York vibes, but we'll see. So here we are kind of standing at like one of the main intersections here. I don't see anything that particularly sways me one way or another between those cities, but I do feel like we are in that kind of area. So hopefully I can do it without a flag or anything. So we have like a red tram here, which is interesting. Not really sure that could tell me anything in particular, but I really like how it's designed. That's kind of cool. So again, a single yellow line. I guess if we're talking about like the central lines in a road, then it would probably probably not cover up a whole meter, so that's probably just like, it could easily be double ones as well, as I guess is what I'm saying. I still feel good about North America. Really, I do, because of like everything, the way it's set up. But exact city, I'm not so sure. I mean, I know that Bobert is from Toronto, so I wonder if it kind of looks like that to me, so I do wonder if that could be a good guess, you know, a bit of personal bias coming in. But I could just as easily see any of the other North American cities that I mentioned, and many others as well.
I can definitely say that streetcar is pretty distinctive, so if you know your streetcar meta, then you'll definitely know what city it is.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't, but I'm sure many people viewing do, and they would immediately be jumping out of their seat with the answer. Oh, TD. If it said TM, I might think it was like Toronto Metro, but unless it was TD Toronto Downtown, at least it says T, that could be a clue towards it. Okay, let me just lock downtown Toronto in. I feel like it's a decent guess, and if not, I think we're gonna be close. Oh, couldn't even see Chicago here. I don't think Chicago is impossible, but I think I'll still go for Toronto, so let's give that a go. And so, here we are. Ooh, I like the look of that. I like the look of that a lot. I think we might be in Toronto here. Oh, yes, we are. This can only be Toronto. With the city this big in Canada, we're certainly there. Okay, that's really nice. I mean, I had a bit of that real life knowledge, I guess you could say, but, you know, I've also watched videos of Toronto. I've guessed in there a little bit. I'll say that's also a nice geo guess as well. So, Bobert, what does TD actually stand for?
It stands for Toronto Dominion. It's one of our big banks here in Canada.
At least the T did stand for Toronto, so that was good. That was good logic.
Yep.
Okay, nice. Finally found it with a little assistance there. I'm terrible at 5King, but okay. I got that it was Toronto, and that's really what counts here. And so, ends up being exactly correct. 7 meters away. Let's go. All right, let us head into the last Minecraft location here for the first seed. So, number 5 out of 8. Okay, we are in at number 5 here, and this one is definitely less built up than the first round. So, let's take a look around. Okay, a fairly flat island, maybe? We've got red houses here. Immediately thinking of the Nordics, Sweden, Norway. I guess if it's a bit flatter, maybe like a Swedish island here. Okay, this is a cool location, but I do have to wonder where it is. Okay, let's take a look down the road here. Well, there's no roads actually. Okay, so we got some yellow painted houses. I can still see Ireland here. This house kind of feels a bit Irish. I still think I prefer the Nordics, but yeah, it's an option. Or even Iceland could work here. So this location is also 1-for-1 size?
Yes, of course.
I'm looking at the mini map in the top right here to try and ascertain the size of the island. I do think this is gettable because we have the shape of the island, if I can remember it here. Okay, so I've just explored the whole length of the island here. I think the real clue here is this red building, because there's not too many countries where you'd see a red building like that. I really think we have to be in Sweden, Norway, possibly like a really weird Iceland. Even that would be kind of strange. So I think I might go for a Swedish island here. For some reason, it gave me slightly more of a Sweden vibe, although I could easily be wrong. Also, a Danish island is also possible. But yeah, I'm going to pick a Swedish island. I'm going to see if I can find one that's roughly the right shape. And I want to say on the east coast of Sweden. So I think that's what I'll go for. And so here we are in a photosphere. Okay, so no street view on the actual island itself. Let's get in here and see if we can find a roughly correctly shaped island. Obviously, it's 1-for-1, so if we were looking at how many blocks that would have been, maybe like 400 blocks long, so it has to be quite a small island here indeed. I want to pick something that's roughly the right shape. I doubt that I'll actually be able to find the correct one here.
Dude, I don't think you'll find it personally. I'm just going to say that out there right now.
Okay, well, this one I do feel is kind of correctly shaped. I mean, it's not quite the right one, but I feel like it's also a good kind of hedge halfway up Sweden. Whatever, but okay, I'm just going to guess in Sweden on this island. Let's see if I'm at all correct. I mean, looking at in the real life image here, I don't see why it wouldn't be correct, but also could be somewhere completely different, I guess. Let's find out. And it was actually an Estonian island. Okay, so this was the actual island here. It was roughly in the middle between Finland and Sweden. So even though it is part of Estonia, I don't count it as a complete loss. But yeah, I mean, not the best score either. But that was a very, very fun seed indeed. So looking forward to the next 3 locations immensely. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I did too badly. Not super duper either, but hey, we'll take it. Here we are in another, what looks to be a capital city, or at least a large city here for number 6. Ooh, immediately wondering if this is Asia. Before I even look around, it kind of reminded me a little bit of like Seoul or something like that. So I wonder if that's possible. We don't see yellow center lines, so probably not, but that's my first impression. Okay, let's take a look around here. Ooh, okay. We've got some parking spaces here. Maybe it is just Europe, actually. We'll see. Ooh, interesting. Why is that color there? This like overwalk here definitely reminds me a bit of Asia. Ooh, we got yellow outside lines with white inners, so could it be be Singapore as well. I think Singapore is possible here as well, actually. And that would definitely fit for some of these apartment-looking buildings here, so I don't mind that at all. Yeah, I mean, I've never been to Singapore myself, but after having been on there a lot of times in Street View, I think that these avenues of trees either side of the road would definitely fit from many places in Singapore, so I still like it a lot, I think. I still really like it. Okay, so here's a really nice intersection where we can kind of inspect a little bit more. It's a bit more open. I think it's Singapore, honestly. I really do. Otherwise, I guess Hong Kong is possible here, but it just gave me more of a Singapore vibe, in all honesty, especially with the yellow on the outside. Okay, you would see that in Hong Kong as well. I still think I want to go for Singapore here, but I want to preface it by saying that, yes, I do think Hong Kong is definitely still possible. Okay, so final look here. I think my logic is that in Hong Kong, probably the buildings would be much closer in. I think it would be more dense than what we have here. This one's like, has a bit more room. Like Singapore's a bit more spacious than Hong Kong is. So I think that's my logic, but we'll see. I could easily be wrong here. I might be barking up the wrong tree because we didn't see any convincing proof that we weren't necessarily somewhere completely different. So I could be totally wrong. I'm prepared to be, but I think it is Asia, and let's give it a go. Okay, here we are, and we should be in Hong Kong with the yellow plates on the outside, on the rear plates here. So, unfortunate. I still don't hate my logic how it was, but yeah, this should be somewhere in Hong Kong for the reason that we have those yellow plates in the rear. And this is a Hong Kong taxi as well, this red one. So yeah, I mean, at least I mentioned the two right ones. Obviously, we're going to go guess in Singapore, which is the place I said, but we're going to still get an okay score because they're not that far apart from each other. And so, yeah, I mean, only 1,000 points, but there we go. We were over here in Singapore and in the Tsueng 1-0 area. Interesting. Okay, cool. Okay, on to the penultimate location here, number 7. This is immediately a different vibe entirely, so let's take a look around here. Ooh, Terra Nova. Okay, bit of... I'm actually not exactly sure what that would mean. I mean, obviously Europe comes to mind, but I can see a whole number of different places for working for this one, so let's just take a look around, shall we? Oh, okay, so a lot of brick on the ground almost reminded me a bit of maybe, for example, like Belgium or Netherlands or something like that. Also, the kind of the climate, though, and some of the architecture also reminded me a bit of Spain, but I could be totally barking up the wrong tree here. So let's take a look in the square here. Wow. Okay, we got Russian flags, I think. Are we in Moscow, actually? I could certainly see Moscow or St. Petersburg here. All right, let's head down here. Like, Russia should be pretty safe with, like, these kind of flags that we've seen. But, of course, Russia's such a huge place that we really want to be guessing in the right city here. And so we have, like, a massive road here with, like, 6 lanes, I guess. So you'd really probably only expect to see that in, I would say, Moscow and St. Petersburg. Maybe in some of the other major, like, oblast capitals or something. But I'm feeling pretty good about Russia here indeed. Oh yeah, this is definitely a Russian-looking crossing with the yellow and white. The fact that we have all these different like shopping districts definitely reminds me a lot of like Moscow, I would say. But of course, St. Petersburg would have similar places as well. We've got some wildlife roaming inside the streets of whatever this Russian city is. Very interesting. Okay, so I think the real clue here is this kind of like mall that runs down the city. Like, surely this is very distinctive. I could chuck out a whole bunch of names of Russian cities, but I'd really just be throwing blind guesses out there, so I really would like to see if there's anything that could help me narrow it down one way or the other. Clock? We got a clock on the wall here. That's cool.
You're definitely not seeing too many skyscrapers and such, right? And those big apartment complexes that maybe you would see in the bigger cities. So
this is true. I did now start to wonder about Vladivostok. That did come to mind here. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's just because like some of the buildings felt like kind of warmer climate. Obviously, it's really hard to tell that kind of thing from Minecraft, but that's something that came to mind here. Obviously, if we guess there and we get it wrong, we're getting no points whatsoever because that's all the way over near China. But I mean, it did come to mind. It did come to mind. Otherwise, like there are plenty of other Russian cities that this could be. It's just got like, it's quite spread out. It's got a lot of gardens, obviously. As Bob had said, there are no skyscrapers here, so perhaps not Moscow. Rightio, so I guess here I should just go for a central Russian city. I could just pick a needle out of a haystack, I guess, and go for one. I don't think it's Perm. I don't think it's Yekaterinburg. Of course, like I could have mentioned the right country, the right city here already. Let's go for Nizhny Novgorod. I have no idea. If I pick the right one, it's gonna look sus, but that's my prediction here. So let's go for it, I guess. Okay, here we are in the round itself. So we have like some of these like oakish looking trees. So it definitely makes me think more of the south south of Russia, as in like it could be like southern Russia as in Vladivostok, or it could be southern Russia as in like maybe Samara or like Rostov or something like that. I could see Rostov here. But okay, let's take a look down the road here. It's definitely a bigger city. This should be like at least 1 million people, I imagine. It almost does give me a bit of an Asian vibe here. I could still see Vladivostok for sure. But okay, the city we picked was Nizhny Novgorod, which is over here. So we do have like a really long mall here. No way. There's no way I actually picked it. No, it's too north. But, like, this is the wrong mall, but it is a similar looking mall. So I guess maybe it wasn't that bad, but okay, we're probably going to be thousands of kilometers away here. Let's find out where it actually was. I think it was in Chelyabinsk. There you go. This is definitely like one of the major cities of Russia, so not a terrible guess. We're not that far away, I guess.
Not a bad guess at all. Good job.
Yeah, I guess the oak trees, if they were oak trees, I could be wrong, but I guess those southern looking trees were just planted in the city, because Chelyabinsk is actually a very cold city, even though it's kind of near the desert. So, yeah. Okay, here we are on the final location, and Bobert tells me that there's plenty to explore on this one. This is a huge build, apparently. So off the bat here, we're in like quite a narrow alleyway. It probably reminded me of Asia. For some reason, like Vietnam came to mind. Look, that's a very much a stab in the dark. So let's go explore and see what this alleyway is all about, shall we? And wow, okay, so very tightly compact build here, and wow, this seems to go on forever. This is crazy. So remember, guys, this is real life. This is a real life place. So where would it be though? We got like like some cables running overhead. Oh, I thought of Manila, Philippines maybe. Could be like a similarly dense city like this with a lot of alleyways and colorful houses. So I definitely like this like rain tank clue. I think that's really going to be a key to solving this one. The fact is that it's quite a flat place, so a lot of places in Mexico would be a bit hillier than this, I think, which is maybe concerning. So again, we have another soccer pitch or football. Ooh, a basketball there even. What does that say? Garganta. Maybe it is Mexico here. I could also see like some other South American city. Maybe Brazil, maybe Ecuador, or I still don't mind some bigger city in Mexico here. I'm just worried that it could be still Philippines. And the likelihood is that it's a country I haven't even mentioned yet, and it's just not coming to me. Ooh, wow. Okay, we have some language here. Corrite Vieria Independiente. So that should be some Spanish, surely, and I'm sorry if I've mispronounced it. But okay, that does make me feel decent about Mexico here. Of course, there is Spanish influence in Philippines, but I'm feeling less good about that. Yeah, definitely some Spanish. Okay, so South America, somewhere. It feels like relatively Americanized in a way. I mean, we had the basketball and stuff like that, so maybe Mexico is still a good shout. Okay, here's something interesting I found. So we have a red and white chevron here, which would, in South America, generally lead you towards Argentina. Now, this could be Buenos Aires, but from what I know of Buenos Aires, I think it would look a little bit different. It would kind of be more wealthy looking, I think, than this city here. So I still think I'm leaning towards Mexico more than anything else. So I think that's what I'll go for here, but I just want to have all my bases covered. It could be anywhere throughout Central and South America, I think. So let me go for, screw it. I'll just go Mexico City itself, and we'll see. See, definitely a lot harder, but guys, that was so much fun. Thank you so much, Bobert, for having me and preparing this for me. It was a lot of fun indeed.
My pleasure. Thank you for, checking out these locations and bringing some publicity to Build the Earth. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, it's an awesome project. I can see, I'm just like blown away by some of the details that are included here. I really love it. I mean, this is like Street View is a cool way to explore the world, but this is like a nice compendium to that, because you get to feel it in a different way, I guess you could say, and I really find it a lot of fun, and more than anything, it's just like kind of mind-blowing how good some of the things are. So yeah, shout outs to you guys, and that was a lot of fun.
For sure. Thank you.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, and go check out the Build the Earth Discord in the description. If you're interested in helping out, I'm sure they're looking for volunteers and whatnot, so if that's the kind of thing you're into, then definitely go ahead and do that. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a video soon. Goodbye.